Good morning, class. Today I'll be talking about the human development journey. I'll dive into the physical development of early, middle, and older adulthood, as well as the cognitive development of early, middle, and older adulthood. As you have seen in this first slide, you will also see pictures of me, my family, and friends. They all play a part in my development and how my character is today. So, shout out to them for being great, and let's get to it. The chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith you have, that's what's going to define you. By Denzel Washington, by the way, is one of my all-time favorite movie actors. Aging well in your life depends on what you put into your body, how you feed the mind, whether that's reading books, watching documentaries, having great people in your life that support you, and soul, and what you gain from your experiences. Through adversity comes success. And what I mean by that is, in whatever obstacles that you face, if you are able to overcome them in the long run, they will help you become successful. In reading the book Development Through the Lifespan by Burke, which I will reference a lot in this presentation, here's some things that I found pretty interesting. Like physical growth, however, biological aging varies widely across parts of the body, and individual differences are great variation that the lifespan perspectives helps us understand. In early adulthood, biological aging is already underway. Gradual failure of the endocrine system, which produces and regulates hormones, is yet another route to aging. An obvious example is decreased estrogen production in women, which culminates in menopause because hormones affect many body functions. Disruptions in the endocrine system can have widespread effects on health and survival. As a young adult myself, I feel strong and healthy due to what I put in my body as well as exercising. Also, early adulthood, ages 20 to 40. Here's a picture of me in downtown Portland. This is a photo shoot. Me and my friend went downtown, took some pictures. We got some nice pictures of me. So, big shout out to him. On the right is a picture of me and some friends on my 19th birthday. And they're just all being great. And I really appreciate and love them to this day. Physical, middle adulthood, ages 40 to 65. When our physical abilities peak in our mid 20s and when we begin to hit middle adulthood, it slowly starts to decline. Muscle loss occurring with aging. Hair grays and thins, new lines appear on the face, and a fuller, less youthful body shape is evident. During life, individuals begin to experience life threatening health episodes, if not in themselves, then in their partners and friends. You can find this on page 508 in the book. During the 40s, difficulty reading small print is common due to thickening of the lens combined with weakening of the muscle that enables the eye to accommodate adjust its focus to nearby objects. Here's a picture of me and some friends recently in spring break in 2021. Went out to Seaside, so it was nothing but good vibes that day. I believe I was around 6 in this picture on the right. Me learning how to ride a bike and falling a lot, but eventually I was successful in that. Physical older adulthood, 65 and older. Well, as I was doing more research online, here's what I found. They acknowledge that older adults are likely to face normative stressors of chronic illness, social losses, and lack of person environment fit. To the extent that successful aging inevitably is followed by death, it behooves us to consider perspectives on success in achieving a good death. During late adulthood, your skin will lose elasticity, Your reaction time slows further, mobility and muscle strength also diminishes. The immune system is weakened, cardiovascular and respiratory problems start to become more common in this age. A little throwback to childhood memory. As you may not know, I was in the foster care system for quite a bit. And at the time, my guardian, who I was with, would always bring me lunch when I was in school. And as you see, eating McDonald's. On the right, you see a picture of me, my older brother and sister celebrating my sister's birthday at Red Robin. Good day, good eats. Now I'll be talking about cognitive development in early adulthood. The cognitive changes of early adulthood are supported by further development of the cerebral cortex, especially the prefrontal cortex and its connections with other brain regions. Pruning of synapses, along with growth and myelination of stimulated neural fibers, continue through at a slower pace than in adolescence. Young people are starting to be able to be aware of more than simplistic views of right versus wrong. Early adults begin to look at ideas and concepts from multiple angles, and that a question can have more than one right or wrong answer. But for most people, early adulthood involves a common set of tasks: leaving home, completing education, beginning full time work, attaining economic independence, establishing a long term sexually and emotionally intimate relationship, and starting a family. Since I am in my early adulthood stage, I know these thoughts are always rumbling around my head. Right now, my goal is to finish my education and get my degree and just to move on into my career and finding what I want to do. It's a picture of me, my cousin's house. We're taking pictures, posted up in the chair, just having a good time. On the right is me, my older brother, my sister, and my two nieces. This day was really difficult, but yeah, it was difficult because it was my sister's funeral. So, but at the same time, like a lot of family was able to come together, so it ended up in a good note at the end. But it was a tough day. Cognitive and middle adulthood, two forms of intelligence, crystallized and fluid. I didn't know what this meant when I found this online and doing my research, and so I dug more into it, and this is what I found. Our crystallized intelligence is dependent upon accumulated knowledge and experience. It is the information, skills, and strategies we have gathered throughout our lifetime. Fluid intelligence, on the other hand, is more dependent on basic information, processing skills, and starts to decline even prior to middle adulthood. Cognitive processing speed slows down during this stage of life. So does the ability to solve problems and divide attention. The middle aged mind preserves many useful skills and is even able to develop some new strengths. Here's me and some friends and family all having a good time and posted up. On the right, you see me in front of Kardasky, in front of in this big tree on the Warner Pacific campus. This was fall time. I believe this was back in 2019, but it was a nice day. Cognitive, older adulthood, memory degenerates in older age. What this means is older adults have a harder time remembering and attending to information. Older adults' definition of what is important to them is their age is multidimensional. With having access to affordable healthcare, remaining alert and mentally active as critical elements, followed by elements of self determination, coping, and physical and social health. A distinct of normal decline in memory is called dementia, which is a broad category in memory diseases. Again, picture of my two nieces, but older, Jamia and Jordan, in their little princess outfits. And back at it with my cousin at the crib, having a good time, dancing, listening to music. Now, I'll be going into spiritual, social, and culture. Research, recent research has indicated that ethnic identity occurs according to context and that ethnic minorities express their ethnic identity differently depending on whether they are engaging with the same ethnicity or different ethnicity peers. Me being Haitian American, when I have my own family, I'm wanting to pass down the culture, teachings, values, and incorporate them into the family lifestyle as best as I can. I'm not super religious, but I am a spiritual person. Since I'm only in my early adult stage, I know my faith and God will continue to grow as time goes on. Within the family, children learn the language, skills, and social and moral values of their culture. And people of all ages turn to family members for information, assistance, and pleasurable interaction. Your environment, how you were raised, culture, all are foundations of your character. Speaking of culture, this was, I believe, in 2019 as well. So pre-pandemic, me and family, and this was a Haitian community. We all had a big barbecue, a big feast of Caribbean food. Here are some theories that I thought would be related to this topic that I'm talking about. So Erickson's psychosocial stages of development and Piaget's theory of cognitive development. Here are some reflection questions. What was your favorite part of these slides? How do you see yourself in your older adult stage? What are some cognitive changes in early adulthood? And here are my references. So thank you again for watching and listening, and I hope you guys have a great day.